Australia and Afghanistan each have unique and rich cultural landscapes that invite us to explore with curiosity, kindness, and respect. At the core of both cultures is the universal human desire for connection, though each expresses this desire in distinct ways. In Afghanistan, the social fabric often revolves around extended families, clan relationships, and community honor. Elders play a significant role, and decisions are usually made collectively, reflecting the importance of social standing in everyday choices. On the other hand, Australian culture tends to emphasize nuclear families, personal freedom, and civic engagement, celebrating multiculturalism and a casual approach to life. Understanding these differences can help prevent misunderstandings. What might seem like a strong sense of community in Afghan culture is actually a form of care and belonging, while the straightforwardness of Australians usually indicates openness and trust, rather than insensitivity. Communication styles also reveal deeper values. Afghan conversations often lean towards indirectness, polite rituals, and strategies that prioritize saving face, which helps to maintain dignity and smooth social interactions. Australians, however, prefer direct language, humor, and egalitarian dialogue that flattens hierarchies and speeds up problem solving. A really effective way to communicate across these cultural lines is to listen carefully first, ask gentle questions, and then express ideas clearly while still being respectful. This approach shows both respect and honesty, which can minimize misunderstandings and encourage genuine vulnerability in conversations. Religion and daily practices hold significant importance in both cultures. In many Afghan communities, Islam influences everything from prayer times and dietary choices to dress codes and festival calendars, intertwining spirituality with everyday life. Australia's public sphere, in contrast, tends to be more secular and diverse, with individual religious practices often happening privately or within close community groups. Simple things like being aware of religious holidays, being sensitive to dietary needs, and respecting dress codes can go a long way in making others feel welcomed and safe. Hospitality and food serve as common ground between cultures. Afghan hospitality is elaborate and ceremonial, with guests treated to tea, shared meals, and warm welcome rituals that express respect. Meanwhile, Australian hospitality is usually more laid back, and often involves outdoor gatherings like barbecues, cafe meetups, or sporting events, but it equally conveys a genuine invitation to connect. Accepting an invitation for a meal, bringing a small gift, or offering to contribute a dish are thoughtful gestures that foster warmth and friendship. Dress and behavior in public settings can reflect identity and cultural values. Traditional Afghan customs favor modest attire and clearer role distinctions, while Australian public life tends to be more accepting of diverse gender expressions and personal choices. Being aware of the situation, dressing modestly when visiting religious places or family homes, inquiring about local customs, and adapting without judgment can show respect while still honoring one's own identity. Building trust through practical habits is crucial. Ask about family stories and truly listen. Graciously accept hospitality and return the favor. Adapt communication by listening first and then speaking clearly. Be respectful of religious practices and event calendars, and be patient with different decision-making methods, especially when elders are involved. Cultural understanding enhances relationships, reduces conflicts, and strengthens community ties by creating more inclusive public services, workplaces, and neighborhoods. Small acts of curiosity and respect can accumulate into a foundation of trust, which ultimately binds diverse communities together, fostering resilient and cooperative societies.